If you ask any professional player how to get better at the game, the first thing that they're going to tell you is to just play the game more. And they're not wrong. Playing the game definitely helps you improve. I mean, it just makes sense. But I would bet you literally any amount of money that they would agree that having someone who's better than you and have more experience than you coach you. That person showing you what you're doing wrong would be even better. I mean, if you had Ye in your ear telling you how to play the game, I find it hard to imagine that he wouldn't put you on the right path. So today, we're going over a coaching session that I had with one of you guys, our viewers. So let's get started. Now, our student here is a Bronze 2 Breach main, but despite being a lower rank, he surprised me by immediately stunning a lobby off the start on Haven. This is something you really only see from higher ranked Breach players. But why is this so important? Well, let me explain. Do you understand why a lobby on this map is really important?
Because it's an entrance to Long and Sewer. It has 2 ways of entry onto site.
You got the main idea. So let's say, for example, that you had your chamber with you, right? And let's say I'm the chamber, and I know why like this is really good, right? So let's say, for example, you're stunning a lobby from every round. So you're going like this, you're stunning through, and I, as chamber, am like, okay, listen, I see all of a lobby. I don't need anybody here. I'm just going to sit here and hold this angle for the rest of the round, right? So then you as Breach, you rotate off. You're like, okay, then I'm going to hold B for the rest of the round, right? And now, all of a sudden, we have 3 people stacked up towards this site over here, right? Now you have 1 person holding this entire half of the map, right? And then you have 4 people here ready to stack whatever site that they end up needing to go to, right? So let's say, for example, Chamber's got like a little tripwire here. If he's got like a trip here, then you never even need to worry about this spot either, right? Then you can just 4 stack this this third of the map, right? So that's why a lobby is really important, because it allows you to have 1 extra defender in another spot, right? So let's say, for example, you're playing Breach. Maybe you stun from shore. You stun like this. You peek from here. Chamber peeks from here. He's like, yo, dude, I don't see anything. And you're like, all right, well, I'm dipping. So then you can flash for your teammates as the enemies are running in. Yada, yada, yada. It can get more complex than I explained, but this is how you play Haven. With a lobby control, your defense on Haven should be much easier despite it being an attack-sided map. Haven has 5 lanes, and by posting someone up on a lobby and making sure no one got through, you can eliminate one of these lanes and stack the other side of Haven. Throughout every map, it's really important that you know how to play them. Then you can slide your agent into however that map should be played. For example, in this situation, if you're playing Fade, you could Prowler up short. If you're playing KO, you could throw a knife from mid that hits lobby and window. You get my point. So our student certainly knows a lot about Breach specifically and how he should be played. So there must be something he's doing wrong fundamentally or mechanically. By the way, this coaching session was done for one of our subscribers to our website. On there, we have countless online courses covering a wide range of topics for any level player. And if you really think you know it all, we can schedule a coaching session with me or any of our other Radiant level coaches. We even have a rank improvement guarantee, meaning if we can't help you rank up, you get your money back. That's how confident we are. So quit falling behind and check us out at SkillCapped. We'll be waiting. Now, the awesome thing about initiators, especially Breach, is that they're awesome at helping their teammates. Breach's fault line extends almost across the entire map, and on Haven, he can literally help from anywhere. But that's where I think our student gets a bit too caught up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's important to help your teammates. But I'm going to show you guys his pistol round, and I want you guys to tell me what you think he did wrong.
Looks like so.
You didn't see it? Let me show you the very next round. What's your turn flash or your swinger? Oh boy. You see why it's important how after you do that stun in the A lobby, you need to have your gun out and ready, like towards B main. You know what I'm saying? Because pistol round and that round looked almost identical in what you did. You stunned lobby, you rotated over to B to watch B. On pistol round, nobody was B, so you don't get really punished for your bad crosshair placement. But do you see how you were kind of caught off guard when you swung into B and there was like 3 people there?
And then Neon was there. And
Yeah, you just need to be more careful and aware of that stuff. When rotating, it's especially important that you look at your minimap so you know where your teammates are at, what map control you have, and how you need to respond. As soon as our Breach stuns in the A lobby, he needs to look at his minimap, know that nobody is playing B, and be more ready to deal with people walking up mid. Especially as an initiator player, your minimap offers you so much valuable information, like how, where, and when to rip your fault line and get the most value out of it. Did your teammates get run over on site? Careful as you're rotating through spawn, as people love to overheat and give you a chance to even out the round. Did your sentinel die? Be careful as you rotate through places where their trips would normally be. Someone could be lurked up. the odds of you getting punished might not be crazy high, but it's these 10% chances that are going to add up over time and cost you RR. And speaking of losing RR, another thing that's going to do that are your throwing teammates. If you think that your teammates progressively get better as you rank up, then you, my friend, are really mistaken. At every rank, people love to run it down on the last guy alive, and then everyone is somehow shocked, like, how did we lose that? You guys gave them all free 1v1s? But just because your teammates throw, that doesn't mean that you can't do anything to try and stop the throwing. Watch this.
Yeah, I'm gonna reposition over here.
I would go walk down with your chamber. Walk with him.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Stick together in this.
I'll watch him. I need to reload. Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, in that situation, it's really awkward, right? Because you want to be playing together in a 2v2, playing together with your chamber. So it's like, it's really important that in a 4 versus 2, you guys don't overextend and die all to the arena one at a time. It's so funny to me that as soon as there's one player left, you see your Breach's teammates just sprint out of garage. Like, they just can't wait to throw the round away. But once they die, I want you to notice our Breach's spacing and comms with his chamber. Yeah, chamber is low, but they need to be communicating and coming up with a plan with how they want to deal with this Reyna. They can walk together and swinger together, back off and play retake. Basically anything but what they did here. No one is talking to each other, and as soon as chamber ducks into cover to reload, Reyna realizes that this is her time to take another 1v1, wins it, and then wins the round. So when you're in a situation like this, yeah, your teammates through, but you still need to be able to handle the situation yourself and clutch the round. And something else that you're going to have to do yourself is recognizing your win conditions and playing to them. Watch this clip and try to recognize what our Breach's win condition was. I would go back to your stage, go back into garage and go see her.
Okay.
Yep, run away.
Wait, I hear someone over here.
The only reason I was saying that is because that round, your Sage was kind of your win condition. She's got her res, and I figured if you died, it'd be you don't want to put her in 1v1 and then. So ultimates in this game are nuts. You can tell who has their ultimate or who is close to it by simply pressing tab or by looking at the top of your screen. By doing this, you're trying to set up win conditions or game plans for your teammates. Hey, we're one off KO ult. Let's get him an orb and rush A. Or maybe, hey, they're one off with their chamber ult. Can we fight A main so they can't get the orb? Like I said, ultimate abilities can straight up be round winners. And by playing around them like a Breach could have, you could secure so many more rounds. And lastly, our Breach does need some work on his mechanics. He has runs too after all. Usually if you're this low rank, your mechanics are probably bad, but that's okay, we're gonna fix them. If you notice his crosshair throughout those clips, it was usually not in the right place. Often, he'd have to make unnecessary flicks, where if he had normal crosshair placement, he wouldn't have to move his mouse and get a lot more kills. After our session, I went into a custom game and told him all about crosshair placement, angle advantage, and movement. For example, in case you didn't know, when you're entering sight, you shouldn't W key into sight, but instead use your A and D keys more often to make yourself a harder target to hit. Let me explain here. So let's say you're rotating to help your teammate over on C. You want to make sure that you're using your A and D keys as much as possible to help when you're taking these fights, right? So you never want to really W key at somebody. So let's say, for example, that you're coming in to help your Sage over on C, right? And let's say, for example, she held off her own, she killed a person, and then you're right here, and then you want to swing out and swing front sight. Do you know why it's better that this is better than this?
Angle advantage.
No.
Oh,
So
and your W king.
yes, but why is W King bad
Because
in this game?
when you shoot like your gun, it's inaccurate while moving.
That is true. Which example am I going to show you is easier for this window to kill me? Like this? Or like this?
The first one, I think it's easier for the window to kill you.
Why?
Because they're gonna have the angle advantage, right?
Yeah, that is true. The angle advantage is important, but do you see how much faster I'm moving if I go like this? And how much harder I am to hit versus if I just key at them? Do you see how much slower I'm moving? Like, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm kind of staying in the same place. Like, I'm running up literally like this, right? So from here, it's like, dude, you barely even moved. Like, I only have to move my crosshair from like here to here, right? Versus if I ran from this way to this way, they have to move their crosshair all the way from here, all the way from here, right? Do you see how much bigger of a difference that is? So it's a lot harder to hit, right? So with all that being said, remember guys, having someone coach you will help you improve tenfold. It's nice to get another pair of unbiased eyes to look at your gameplay and give you some pointers. I was a low rank too, and I hated not knowing what I was doing wrong, and it took a bit of coaching to get me to where I'm at now. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. It really does help us out. But before you go, keep in mind that this is all just one of many in-depth guides that we have on our website. Also, if you want a chance at having your VOD reviewed, be sure to subscribe on our website at SkillCapped.com. We also have tons of Radiant Smurf commentaries. We have Radiant players walking through exactly how to have the most impact possible in a bunch of different situations. It's also backed by a rank improvement guarantee, and the reason to do that is because you're just that confident that our service works. And if it doesn't work, then you shouldn't pay. So what are you waiting for? You got nothing to lose. Head on over to SkillCapped.com and get started your way to that rank that you deserve. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm Teets, and we here at SkillCapped want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.